Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna dear devotees. So today is Monday. It's 29th of December. It is Narayana Masa or Paushya Masa, Sukla Paksha, and the Dasami Tithi. And there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar, but we are coming nearer to Ekadasi. Tomorrow is Uttarada Ekadasi, or Vaikuntha Ekadasi, fasting from grains, beans, and cereals. So that is tomorrow. So for today, we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण। In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura, describing the um, Brahma's praise, how he, as soon as he was emanated from the lotus flower, which has come from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, then after so long penances and austerities, he was able to see the Lord in his heart, and then he is offering his praise to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So within that sequence, he is addressing the Lord in different dimensions. Um, so like Animishaya and Adimakhaya, Purushottamaya, Bhonamangalaya, Bhonadhrumaya, and also Ishwaraya in different ways. And within those addressing, he is also describing about the how materialistic people are going to suffer in this world after the creation by the karmic activities until they come to take to your instructions. And also, you will live. Oh, my dear Lord, I live for two paradhas, and even though I am the most respected person in this world by all planetary systems, though I have performed austerities for a long time, I still offer my humble obeisances onto your lotus feet. Likewise, uh, yesterday we have seen Yasmad Vivemi Ahamapi Dviparardha Disnyam Adhyasitaha Sakala Loka Namuskritam Yet Tepe Tapo Bahusavo Avarsumanaha Tasmai Namo Bhagavate Adimakaya Tubhyam. Adimakaya Tubhyam. Lord is the Lord of all sacrifices. Tubhyam. I am offering my Tasmai Namo Bhagavate Adimakaya Tubhyam. I am offering my obeisances to the Lord of all sacrifices. So Brahma has performed Tepe Tapo Bahutavo Avrusamanha. So many years of penances. And if he thinks that if he is the most uh, exalted person, then Lord is Lord of all such kind of exalted persons. Adimakhaya Tubhyam. And who is the enjoyer of all those sacrifices. Likewise, in a different angle, he is also worshipping the Lord. Okay, in that angle, he was addressing the Lord. Today, Brahma is glorifying the Lord that, oh my dear Lord, you are going to take your appearance in the animal beings and human beings and also demigods and also many other in different varieties of living beings by your sweet will to perform your sweet pastimes. By your sweet will, by your sweet pastimes. Okay, and you do not have any obligations to do it by any other material nature, material force. Everything is by your sweet will. And then you perform those things which are free from any of material tinges. And you manifest your form, and I am offering to that forms my humble obeisances. Though you appear in this material world, you are always the best of all the living entities. Likewise, he is addressing another word, Purushottamaya. Purushottama, the best of the um, all living beings. Purusha Uttama, enjoyer. Purusha is the enjoyer. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 9 and verse number 19. तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मेत्यैरात्मकृत सेतु परीक्ष्यायः रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽपि अवृद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु तिर्यक्. Okay, so Tiryak. So here it is mentioned Trillion Manusha when we are combining Trillion Manusha Vibhudadishu. But when I say simple only Tiryak, the K comes in there as a sound. Tiryak. So Tiryak means animals lower than the human beings, with the four-legged animals whose spinal cord is parallel to the earth. And human beings, their spinal cord is perpendicular to the earth. Okay. And this is Tiryak. Animals lower than human beings. Three. Manushya, human beings. Vibhudadishu, amongst the demigods. Jiva Yonishu, in different species of life. Tiryak Manushya Vibhudadishu, Jiva Yonishu. Atma Ichaya, Atma Ichaya, and by the sweet will of the Lord. Atma by his own sweet will. Atma itself, Ichaya by the will. Atma Kruta and self-created. Setu paripseyayaha. Setu is the obligations. Paripseya, paripsaya is desiring to preserve. Yaha, and the one who. Reme nirasta vishiyopi. Reme. Reme is performing transcendental pastimes. And he is also enjoyed by performing. Why he performs? Mad bhaktana minodardham. For my devotee's sake, I perform so many different pastimes. Reme nirasta vishiyopi. Nirasta is not being affected. Vishayaha, material contamination. Api, certainly. Avruddha dehaha, and man, your transcendental body gets manifested. Avruddha dehaha. Avruddha is manifested. Deha, transcendental body. Tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya. And I'm offering my humble obeisances unto the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the primeval Lord, the personality of Godhead. Okay, Purushottamaya. Bhagavate Purushottamaya. That is Brahma is addressing Lord. So Lord, by his sweet will, he appeared in the Tiryak Manusha Vividashu Jiva Yunishu. By his sweet will and perform so many pastimes, he is not contaminated by the material influence. And then though he manifests his form. Okay. तिर्यक् मनुष्य विविधादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मेत्ययात्मकृत सेतु परिप्स्यायः देमे निरस्त विशोऽपि अवृद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय. The translation, O my Lord, by your own will, you appear in the various species of living entities, among the lower than the human beings, as well as among the demigods, to perform your transcendental pastimes. You are not affected by material contamination. You come just to fulfill the obligations of your own principles of religion. And therefore, O Supreme Personality, I offer my obeisances unto you for manifesting such different forms. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Gaurangi Mataji to read the purport? Ganti Mataji, we can't hear you, Mataji. Okay, can I request Ram Lala Prabhuji to read the purport?
Hare Krishna. The Lord's incarnation in different species of life are all transcendental. He appears as a human being in his incarnation of Krishna, Ram, etc. But he is not a human being. Anyone who mistakes him for an ordinary human being is certainly not very intelligent, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text 99, as text number 11. Avajananti mamura manushyam tanumasritam. The same principle is applicable when he appears he as the dog or fish incarnation. They are transcendental. They are transcendental forms of the Lord and are manifested under certain necessities of his own pleasure and pastimes. Such manifestation of the transcendental forms of the Lord are accepted by him mostly to enliven his devotees. Uh, okay, so all his incarnation are manifested whenever there is a need to deliver his devotees as many as maintain his own principles. Thank you, sir.
Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. So here, Prabhupada is mentioning Lord's incarnations in different species of life are all transcendental. He appears as a human being in his incarnations of Krishna, Rama, etc., but he is not a human being. Okay, but so that this is where many people they fall into illusion, thinking that he is also one of ourselves. Anyone who mistakes him for an ordinary human being is certainly not very intelligent. Avjananti mam modha manushim tanumashritam. Manusham tanumashritam. So in the again Lord say Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Adopi san aveyatma bhutanam ishwaropi san prakritim swam adhisthaya sambhavami atmamaya. He come by his internal potency in his transcendental body. Ajopi san aveyatma, and his body will never ever get deteriorated. And he is the Bhutanam Ishwaropi san. So he come in his transcendental body, but people they assume that Lord is one of themselves. So here we have got Panchabhuta, the material ingredients, but Lord's body is not made up of the material ingredients. And Krishna describes Nainam chindanti sastrani, nainam dahati papakaha, na chainam kledayantyapur, na shoshayati marutaha. And Lord's body does not only the spirit soul, it will never be cut to pieces, it will never be burned to the ashes, it will never be wet, or it will never be nashoshayati marutaha. It cannot be blown by the air also. So the spirit soul, it is not contaminated or it cannot be touched by any of these things. So this is a quality of a living entity, the spirit spark. And our body is, the spiritual soul is covered by material ingredients at the moment. But whereas in terms of the Lord's body, it is completely pure spirit, entirely spirit. It cannot be compared to the human beings at all. In the Dhruv Maharaj words, the similar kind of Brahma statement, it reflects in the Duma. So here, Tiryak Nagad Vija Sarisrupa Deva Daitya Machadibihi Parichitam Sad Asad Vishesham Rupam Savistam Majite Mahadadhyanekam Nataha Param Paramavidmina Yatravadaha. Oh my dear Lord. So Dvi, Tiryak Naga Dvija Sarisrupa Deva Daitya. He mentions Tiryak Naga, so trees, and also Dvija. Dvija is the birds, Sarisrupa, the snakes, Deva, Daityas, demigods, and Daityas, Marchadibihi. So many of those living entities, they live in the earth, Marchadibihi, Parichitam, Saddasad Vishesham, and I know very well about all those things. So Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, he is son of Uttanapada. So Uttanapada is the king of the world. So he is aware of all those things. Tiryak Nagad Vijasari Srupa Devadacha Machadibihi Parichitam. I am aware of all those things. Saddasad Vishesham. And also some days he also have got the some kind of information about the demigods as well. Deva Daityas. And then he mentions to the Lord that Rupam Stavishtam Majite Mahadabdhanekam. Oh my dear Lord, the form which I am seeing you now. Rupam Stavishtam Majite Mahadabdhanekam. Mahad Adi Anekam. It is source of all this, Mahatattva and everything. Nataha Param Paramavedmi Nayatravadaha. Nayatravadaha. And there is no more further arguments about the form of yours. So definitely it is not one of this material world. So that ingredient, the spirit, the complete spirit, we cannot see that one. And again, it gives, Lord Krishna gives in so many angles describing its characteristics and its qualities. And the Lord's body is completely transcendental. So the same principle is applicable when the Lord appears as the hog or fish incarnations. Hog or fish incarnations. They are all of the completely spiritual forms. And they are transcendental forms of the Lord and are manifested under certain necessities of his own pleasure and pastimes. Matsyavatara, Varahavatara, Kurmavatara, and Narasimhavatara. So these are all different forms of the Lord. And by certain necessities of his own pleasure and pastimes. Madbhaktanam, Vinodardham. Such manifestations of the transcendental forms of the Lord are accepted by him mostly to enliven his devotees for um, paritranai sadhunam vinashaya cha duskrutam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So there are so many things in one verse, so many different angles he gives. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजामि अहम् सृजामि अहम्. I descend by myself, by my own sweet will, not by any force. And mainly it is for paritranaya sadhunam. भावयत्यस्य सत्त्वेन लोकान् वै लोकभावनः लीलावतानरुतो देवतिर्यक् नरादिषु. Again, Suta Goswami says, Suta Goswami also mentioned summaries in the first canto, second chapter at the end. Bhavayetyes satvena lokan vai loka bhavanaha leelavatana devatarik nadadishu. To perform all these pastimes, appearing devatarik nadadishu, appearing in the human beings or demigods or tiryak for the devotee's sake, like paritranaya sadhunam, for the devotee's sake. All his incarnations are manifested whenever there is a need to deliver his devotees and maintain his own principles. Mainly for otherwise by his mayadhyakshanam prakritihi suyite sacharacharam. This material nature is working under the direction of Krishna. It will take care of all other people, all other living entities which are under karmic actions and reactions. They are bound by the material nature. But whereas the devotees, for the devotee's sake, Lord will come. All his incarnations manifest whenever there is a need to deliver his devotees. Paritranaya sadhunam. Because sadhus, they're always sadhu hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham. Madanyatya na jananti naham tebhyo managapi. I am in the heart of all my devotees. My devotees are always in my heart. I do not know anyone except my devotees. My devotees do not know except me. For that purpose, that because of that strong relationship between the Lord and devotees, Lord will come to deliver his devotees personally and then perform so many pastimes. Krishna, Rama, Narsimha, Varaha, Masha, and Kurma, like that. Okay, so that is how Prabhupada is describing here. Here Brahma is offering his obeisances onto the all incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Though he comes here, he maintains his position. Purushottamaya, the primary Lord. Okay, so it's a very beautiful shloka. Tiryak manushi vibhadadishu jiva yonishu atmi chayatmakrita setu paripsyayah reme nirasta vishopi avruddha dehaha tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya. Can I request devotees kindly repeat behind me line by line? Tiryak manushi vibhadadishu jiva yonishu
तेर्यन् मनुष्य
तेर्यन् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु
atmi chaya atmakrita setu paripsyayah
आत्मे
आत्मकृतसेतुपरिप्सयायाः
चयात्मकृतसेतुपरिचयाय
रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽपि अवृद्धदेहः
रेमे निरस्तविषयो अवरुद्धदेहः देहः
तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
Okay, once again. तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु
तिर्यक्
मनुष्य
मनुष्यविबुधादिषु
विबुधादिषु
जीवयोनिषु
जीवयोनिषु
आत्मेच्छया आत्मकृतसेतु परीप्स्यायः
आत्मेच्छया आत्मकृतसेतुपरिप्सयायाः
रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽपि अवृद्धदेहः
रेमे निरस्तविषयो अवरुद्धदेहः
तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
तस्मै नमो भगवते
पुरुषोत्तमाय
Once more. तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु
मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु
आत्मेच्छया आत्मकृतसेतु परीप्स्यायः
आत्मेच्छया आत्मकृतसेतुपरिप्सयायाः
रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽपि अवृद्धदेहः
निरस्तविषयो अवरुद्धदेहः
तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
Very beautiful. Can I request the devotees kindly take a turn to recite, starting with Saranya Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मे आत्मे च आत्मकृतकेतु परिपश्ययायः रेमे निरष्टविषयो देहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय
Okay, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Can I request Jai Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance. Tiryak manusya vibhuda dishu jiva yonishu आत्मेच्छयात्मा कृतसेतु परीप्सया यः रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽप्य अवरुद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Ram Lalla Prabhuji, please.
ध्यान मनुष्य विबुधश जीव जनेश आत्मचयात्मना कृच्छेतु परिपाशज रेमि निरास्त विषयापि अविरुद्ध देह तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Can Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, if available?
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm getting ready for
Yes,
work.
sure, Mataji.
Apologies.
Asha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. I can try. तिर्यं मनुष्य विभूतादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मेच आत्मकृतस्येद् परिप्सया च मह रेमेण रस्तविषयोऽपि आवृत्तदेहस् तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Debashish Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Right.
Trene manushya vivideshu jiva yashva atma atma karta setu prayashu yata reme niresta vishayope avruddho dehas tasme namo bhagavate purushottamaya.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Garingi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Tiryang manusya vibhudadisu jiva yonis atmecha atma kritasetu paripsayaya reme nirasvisayo apyaviruddha dehas tasmai namo bhagavate purushottamaya.
Very nice. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Tiryak manusya vibuddha adisu जीवयोनिषु आत्मेच्छयात्मा कृतसेतु परीप्सयायः प्रेमे निरस्ता विषयो अतिविरुद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय. हरे कृष्ण.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so this is Tiryak Manushi Vibhudadishu Jivayonishu Atmechaya Atmakruta Setu Paripsayayaha Reme Nirasta Vishayopi Avruddha Dehaha Tasmai Namo Bhagavate Purushottamaya. Okay, so beautiful. Would you like to try once again? As same sequence. Saranya Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण. विद्यत् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मे च आत्मकृतसेतु परिप्स्याययाः रेमे निरस्त्रविषयो अविरुद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna. Tiryak manusya vibuddha dishu jiva yonishu atmechyatma krita setu paripsaya yaha रेमे निरस्तविषयोऽप्य अवरुद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय हरे कृष्ण।
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Tiryang Manishya Vibhutadishu Jivayonishu Atmechayatma Kridasedu Paripsayaya Reme Nirashta Vishayobi Avrutta Dehaha Tashmai Namo Bhavade Purushottamaya.
So beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Ram Lalla Prabhuji, please.
ত্রিয়ান মনুষ্য জীবন বিবুদাসো জীবজনেষু আত্ম স আত্মা কীর্ত সেতু পরিসায়স্য রেমে নিরস্ত বিষয়াপি অবরুদ্ধ দেহাস তস্मै নাম ভগবতে পুরুষোত্তমায়। হরে
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Devashish Prabhuji, would you like to try again?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Trene mayashu vibhudeshu jivayanyeshu atme chayatma ke karta setu prayasha iva reme nirasta vishaya abaruddha deha tasme namo bhagavate purushottamaya.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Gauringi Mataji, please.
तिर्याङ्गमनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनि सत् आत्मा सयात्मा कृतसेतु परिप्यासयाः रेमे निरासविषयो अप्यविरुद्धदेहस्तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय हरे कृष्ण।
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
तिर्यक् मनुष्य विबुधादिषु जीवयोनिषु आत्मैच्छयात्मा कृतसेतु परीप्सयायः प्रेमे निरस्त विषयोऽप्यवृद्धदेहः तस्मै नमो भगवते पुरुषोत्तमाय हरे कृष्ण।
Very, very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to read the translation as well, Mataji?
Yes, Lord, Hare Krishna. O my Lord, by your own will you appear in the various species of living entities among animals lower than human beings as well as among the demigods to perform your transcendental pastimes. You are not affected by material contamination. You come just to fulfill two obligations to your own principles of religion. And therefore, O Supreme Personality, I offer my obeisances unto you for manifesting such different forms. Hare Krishna.
Very, thank you, Mataji. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Share
The
Mataji.
avatar Prabhu that when we learn
Sorry.
that is the Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, chapter 3, Prabhu, where we're learning all the avatars. The same, similar, no, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. So there, Sutta Goswami described those all 22 incarnations there in a sequence. So here, Tirjak summarizing all those things. Lord Brahma is offering his prayer.
Thank you,
হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভুজি, you can link this one with Brahma Samhita 539, I think. Rama, yeah.
Five, 5:30.
539. Ramadimurti.
Yes, Prabhuji, would you like to go?
My son can do nicely.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Sadak Prabhuji.
Yes, I am. Ramadimurti Sukala Niyame Natistan Nana Avataram Akrada Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Shayam Prama Praman Pumanajo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Sarthak, you can try.
Sadak Prabhuji, would you like to try, Prabhuji? You're unmute.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe another time. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So here Brahma is mentioning again, this is from Brahma Samhita. All incarnations starting from Brahma, everything, there are Kala Nemena Tishtan. Nanavataram Akurudbhoneshu Kintu. But they're all Krishna's Kala avatars. But whereas Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramaha Pumanyo is Krishna Swayam. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Paramaha Pumanyo is a Purushottamaya again. Paramaha Puman is nothing but Purushottamaya in another way. The world person. Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's a technical question, actually, going back to the previous verse. Tiryan and Tiryak, why is it on the original one? It's not Tiryak written there.
Yes, it's a very good question, Mataji. It's a grammatical thing. So here, Tiryak is actual word as an individual word. Whenever it is combining here with the next word, N is coming for the pronunciation or something like that. Tiryan Manushya Vividadishu Jivayanishu. So combinedly when we read it, Tiryan Manushya. But whenever we take a little bit of break in between two words, Tiryak Manushya Vividadishu. To split, then it will come as a Tiryak. And similarly, Vang Mayam, Vak plus Mayam, Vang Mayam, there is a Ma there as well. Vang Mayam Tap Uchyate. So whenever Kha and Yam comes, then in between N also comes. In between the two words. Whenever the first word ends with N and second word starts with M, that means the first word is also having the K generally, like Tiryak Vangmayam Tapa Uchyate. In the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that one.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Jagadisha, January 30th, 1971, Allahabad, Prayagraj. Okay, it says not big letter. Can I request any unallocated devotee to read this letter, please? Gaurangi Mataji, would you like to? I think you hadn't got a chance to read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What is it, Prabhuji?
Would you like to read this letter, Mataji?
Okay, Prabhuji. My dear Jagadisha, please accept my blessing. I am in due receipt of your letter dated 3rd January. 1971, and also the telegram sent by you indicating that Draw Pedersen should not be initiated. None of the deputies recommended by you have been initiated as yet. I am still waiting for either their own bids to be sent or preferably preferably $5 to 500 or $500 probably.
Yeah,
Mm,
$5.
yeah, five to cover the cost of Tulasi beads gotten from here, as well as shipping costs. In either case, some presentation should also company eco accompany the same. As soon as a disciple takes initiation, he immediately is um, supposed to bake arms and make a presentation to the spiritual master. In that light, all devotees who are taking initiation must make a presentation to the spiritual master. That is the system. I am so glad to hear how nicely the Canadian temples, under your expert guidance as GBC member, are expanding so nicely. From Montreal, I have received French BTG no and 9 from Gopala Krishna. The quality of the magazine has greatly improved from Hamilton. I have received one letter from Dharmaraj. The progress he is making there is most encouraging, with 4 new deputies already. Also, his good wife Gunamai has sent some very expertly done uh, portraits of my Guru Maharaja is myself. She is a very talented girl and should continues her painting work very seriously. That Vancouver has last reported 13 new devotees. There is most encouraging. Mahatma Das is a very sincere boy. How else Krishna has sent him 13 new devotees there? So far as Toronto is concerned, the engagement described by you sounds very nice, and if you can arrange it, I shall certainly come. I shall be returning to the USA by the end of March. So you let me know if it is possible. If any of the temples are in need of uh, Kartala or Khol Mridanga, you can contact Jayapataka Swami at the following address: 11B Jatindra Mohan Avenue, Kolkata 6, India. Please offer my blessing to the others, hoping this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Can you take away points, Mataji, from this letter?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's a very long, for me, very long letter, so I cannot remember all of this. Prabhuji, can you explain, please? Sorry from my side.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Any other devotees would you like to highlight? Ram Lala Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, it is actually in India actually this situation. Yes. So it's mentioning about Jagadish Prabhu. At that time he was not. He acknowledged about the telegram. At that time telegram was using, and he recommend him, that is, you did not initiate it yet, and other devotee as well, and in their center. So they are not initiated, but Prabhupada encourage them to be initiated very soon. And and every japa bid, he has to give everyone has to pay $5, and as well as other cost, shipping cost. So and he actually, this is the actually, he mentioned the devotee when become an initiated devotee, they have to be begging, and this begging has to be transferred to spiritual master, because they are going for begging actually to collect money, actually to Guru Seva, and Guru Seva means Krishna Seva. So they have to do, this is the regulation. Yes. And as well as he has mentioned about one Canadian temple. It was guided by GBC uh, in Canada, and in Montreal actually, and and he was mentioning about the Back to Godhead magazine, and it was translated in French, and it was actually His Holiness Gopala Krishna. Actually, he was actually Maharaj. Actually, recently he has quitted his body. So actually, the magazine, the quality was improved, and from the Hamilton, uh, he mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned that he got a letter from Dharmaraj, and the progress, it was very, Prabhupada appreciated it, and for new devotees already there, and it was one of Gunamai Mataji was also expert on painting, and Prabhupada was very good how to engage the devotees. Gunamai is a painting quality, and at that time, uh, she Prabhupada mentioned to make painting. This is also one kind of wonderful service. And in Vancouver, also you mentioned nearby Montreal, Vancouver, there was 13 devotees was there, and Mahatma Prabhu. So now is a senior devotee, actually now still is here. So Mahatma devotee, he is a good preacher, actually, we know. Mahatma Prabhuji is it was Prabhupada mentioned this all there 13 devotees there. It was sent by Lord Krishna. Prabhupada mentioned. So it was in the Vancouver center. They are doing nicely now. The Vancouver is a good temple now. We know both in the Vancouver as well as Montreal. Both are very good, and due to such kind of devotees, whatever we mentioned, these devotees. So, and now the Toronto issue, actually, the temple expansion is very good. is day by day is increasing. Is very good. Prabhupada was happy, and Prabhupada mentioned he will be there, and it will be end of March, 1991. So, and if any other progress, if they have to update to him. So another issue, if it is for the actually for chanting congregation Harinam Sankirtan, if they need actually whole Koratal or Mridanga, so they have to contact His Holiness Jai Pataka Maharaj, now another senior devotee. Jai Pataka Maharaj, they can contact him, and he has given the address, everything is there. So if anything necessary, they have to contact. So, and this is Prabhupada blessings there. So it's very great. All glories to His Holiness. All glories to Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's just a question. Sorry, I didn't understand the last couple of lines in the first paragraph about when devotees get initiated, they have to beg alms and then make a presentation, that bit.
Yes. So this one, when the devotees are initiated with the name and then going to the fire sacrifice, and then they will take a vow that they will follow rules and regulations and everything. They themselves offering themselves to the spiritual master. Now, from the time onwards, in other words, it is a slave to spiritual master. Okay, so he belongs to only spiritual lord, everything. But spiritual master does not ask anything, but he will simply ask him to follow rules and regulations and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds every day without any missing. On top of that, a devotee after taking the vow that he will follow rules, and then from the time he would go during that initiation time, he will go and ask for alms, begging, okay, please give me alms. Like, and then from whatever he collected from the attended devotees, whatever he has got that collection, he will then offer it to the spiritual master. This is what I have got. In our Gurukul systems, so this spiritual master sends the disciples to go and beg the alms from the village or nearby, and they will collect those things on day-to-day basis, grains, something like that, dals, and then bring home. And then Guru Patni, and the wife of spiritual master, she will cook and then she will distribute to the disciples and everyone in the Gurukul. So that is the system here. We don't get that kind of facility here most of the time. So whatever is during the initiation time, he will just go and beg alms, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, something like whatever they give, they will give it, and then he will offer it to the spiritual master.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Actually they have to present also presentation, because whatever their motive also, because nowadays also even we are doing in the present days, it has to be done with the book distribution, and and whatever their experience they have to present to the Guru Maharaj. If they can give whatever they are giving the amount, or whatever their motive, they have to present to the Guru Maharaj about how they convince, how they are doing, how they are dealing, and Guru Maharaj can help them. If there is some obstacle, if there is some problem about this, because this main thing is taking initiation, and they have to present preaching also very important. So, and if actually the presentation means if anything barrier, any problem about this issue, then Guru Maharaj can the presentation, they can help them. You can do like this way, or that way. They can highlight usually. And whatever their motive also, it has to be presented nicely, because whatever the now even the whatever they are giving, the rice or dal, whatever, or money, whatever they are giving, whatever their motive also, that is also very important. If they are not giving with the good mood, it will not offer to the Lord Krishna, because it is not nice thing to offer. So that is also, or if it is wrong way also, even they have to pray a special prayer so that their mind has to be changed. So that is also a special prayer for them to pray to Lord, because they are the demonic mentality or some other not good mentality, and they have to pray a special prayer for them. So this is the different way about Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for kindly enlightening that side. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter, and from the announcements point of view. So today is Monday at 8 p.m. We have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Okay, that is our upcoming event, and before that, at 6:30 p.m. we have got a daily japa, evening japa. Okay, and many devotees are coming and then doing the japa very nicely. Thank you so much. So it is giving an opportunity for a few more devotees to take the association and then chant. Okay, that's all updates from me. And devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness or any temple events, or you have got any important messages from the temple you wanted to share, or any book distributions like that, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. When I was at the temple a few days ago, we were packing the Bhagavad Gita in preparation for Gita Jayanti. And I came across a couple of labels which said they were from different sanghas. And so they were sponsoring Bhagavad Gita. I don't know whether if we want to do something like that next year. I think what they do is they give like one Bhagavad Gita to the person who was, or to the Sangha, or wherever. The main person gets one Bhagavad Gita, and also 5 little Gitas, which they can then distribute. And I think it comes to £51, if I'm not mistaken, for that whole thing. So it's just a thought, because I saw the label which said this is from this Sangha and this is from this Sangha. So I just thought of our Sangha. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, Mataji. Yes, it would have been very nice if we have done on behalf of our Sangha as well. Maybe at least 10 Bhagavad Gitas, something like that.
Yes, there was 2 sets from one same Sangha.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, Mataji, so maybe we can do it. Do you think that can we do it in this week or so?
Oh, I don't know, Prabhuji. I don't know how it works. Or we can do it even next. Yeah, I suppose we can still do it, but that should not stop just because Gita Jayanti is finished. But it just means collecting, and then, I mean, I can ask, but or we can prepare for next year. I don't know. Up to you. You and senior devotees, you can decide.
Yeah, Debashish Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. As Mataji said, we can ask, but we can prepare if you want to. I mean, this year, of course, we can ask, but we should prepare for next year. That's why, like, a couple of times I mentioned, but I didn't clear that way. Different sanghas, they do, like, individually, they take books and distribute, give allocated to among the sangha members, so that they can distribute. Maybe I didn't explain properly before, but no. I did mention about the sangha and the books. So Javed Mataji came, she distributed few, I did few. So I hand over the money yesterday, whatever I got. So we can ask, but we should prepare for next year, as Mataji said, Prabhu Haribol.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Yes, you have done. Just I was thinking when I thought of kind of a donation or something like that, and then get the books and then distribute during that sacrifice, Gita Jayanti sacrifice that ceremonies are happening. Okay, but anyway, you have done on behalf of Sangha. That is beautiful. Thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji. Okay, we shall do it again next year then, in that case. Okay, any other updates? And also from my side also, I have bought few books and distributed to in our local community, and what are the funds raised and I have sent to the ISKCON Manchester temple. Okay, it is small, it's not big, so 32 pounds were collected, and around 7 to 8 books were distributed. Okay, so that's all updates from me.
That's brilliant, Prabhu Haribol. Now, what happens when it comes to collective, like the Prabhu, the Purushottam, Purushottam Prabhu, Partha Prabhu yesterday, who took the books money from me, and he asked me our sangha name, and I gave the sangha name. So that gets to the temple, and we are registered this temple. That helps more, Prabhu. All collective money for the sangha, from the sangha to the temple.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. So here I have got books from the Manchester temple. They gave me to distribute.
Yeah, understood.
They did not ask for money, so that's why I just gave the money to them.
No, understood. Prabhu, now, what Mataji was saying, that would be nice because, like individually, like me, Mataji, what we have given, that is not a big amount. So all when we do all collectively, that will be a good amount, and it's good for our sangha to recognize by the temple. Haribol.
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu Hare Krishna. We did it in past also. Just we collect all together the money and then we just gave it to the temple. Something like that in the past also.
Yes, Mataji, we did.
Yeah.
Remember, we went to the street as well on the
Yes.
campus. So this is something we should do. This is the most dearest thing to Srila Prabhupada, the book distribution.
Yeah, we
We used to
come
do,
together.
yeah, we used to do door to door as well. You remember, Shaura Prabhu, we all used to
Yes.
go. So this is one thing we need to give someone who is who is very enthusiastic about it, so that we can organize the leading. Maybe Amaga Prabhu can allocate to someone who does these things enthusiastically, so they can take the lead and organize this again.
Yeah, you and Mumpi Mataji also, Prabhu. And then, yes, we did with the children also.
Yeah,
So it
it was fun as well. Was
yes.
get together, and then we had a, like, we went to Meena Mataji's house as well after that for prasadam, and it's nice.
Yes.
It's nice. It's devotee association as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I met Antaranga Prabhu yesterday in the temple. He was the one who came with us for the street book. Remember, Mataji? Haribol?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Haribol.
Actually, before also we distributed with Swarup Prabhu also. It is good experience to go to is a different people, different views, different idea, their ethnicity or different religious background, how they are accepting or rejecting. Everything is as fun. You can think about how they are taking and their mind changing, how to you can play with this is as a play, how to play out the word, and even the quiz book you want to give. That is why some books also you have some knowledge also. What is the keep? What is the theme of that book? You can, if this some people are coming, if the woman you have to give the teaching of Kunti or teaching of Chaitanya, depends on the religious background. if different religious background, you can keep some common books. So that's why the preacher who are distributing book, they have to study also the books, and you have to give the keeper this book as a message like this. You will find something interesting. So that's why it is both sides. Self study, you have to study, and you can distribute. And this is very interesting to give to the different people, and how they are accept or reject, you can feel it.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, we need to have awareness of the books while we distribute, at least in a 3 or 4 lines of statements. And if they ask any questions, just mostly it will be our philosophy only, and according to the book as well. And also, there is a set of books in the Krishna consciousness. A first book, what I think, On the Way Journey to Back to Godhead, something like that. Yeah, Krishna Keshav Prabhuji was mentioning. So the book,
The book name is, he sent me a list. I'll send it in the group. It's called On the Way to Krishna.
yes, Prabhuji. So later, so just I was checking in the chat GPT. I asked the chat GPT, just can you please tell me the books to be read
It's
in
very
Krishna consciousness? It gave On the Way to Krishna first. Second one is Beyond Birth and Death. Third one is Elevation to Krishna consciousness. Fourth is Perfection of Yoga. Five is Easy Journey to Other Planets. That is stage one of books. And then stage two book, Core Philosophy. That is Bhagavad Gita as it is. And then stage three, Devotional Culture and Advanced Understanding. That is where Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion comes. That is stage three. In the stage four, Pastimes and Heart Development. That is Krishna book. In the stage five, Mature Study. After foundation is strong, one has to read Srimad Bhagavatam. That is stage five. And then further it goes Chaitanya Charitamrita, and further optional but very helpful are teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Shri Ishopanishad, and Life of Srila Prabhupada. So these are the, and also on top of that, steady chant. Daily chant at least one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily. Read 10 to 15 minutes from Prabhupada's books. Honor Prasadam associated with the devotees. Okay, so this is the beginner's guide. It is very bit. I will share that one in the.
Prabhuji, Krishna Keshav Prabhu sent me a list as well. I'm not, it's a little bit conflicting. That is categorized in 3 categories. Category 1, Category 2, and Category 3. Category 1, the first book is On the Way to Krishna.
Yes.
Book is 21 books in the Category 1. Elevation of Krishna consciousness in the matchless gift. Then perfection of yoga, Krishna the reservoir of pleasure. I'll share that, but it's kind of like I don't know which angle they share and which angle where he got this from as well.
Yes, sure, Prabhuji. It's
I'll
very
share. And category second, the first book is introduction to Bhagavad Gita as it is, and category third, Bhagavad Gita as it is, and Srimad Bhagavatam is like that. So it got 3 categories. I'll share it anyway. Well, then.
very beautiful. Yes, Prabhuji.
Devashish Prabhu, you know how it was categorized? You have any idea?
No, Prabhuji, Krishna Keshav Prabhu just sent me the list. He did not say how it is categorized, but it seems like that easiest books to understand is in the category 1. Then second category, like books like Science of Self-Realization, Journey to Self-Discover, Life Comes from Life. These are the books in the second category. And the third category is Nectar of Devotion, Chaitanya Charitamrit, all of these hard books.
Yeah, because we like to know, because normally when the book distribution, they are randomly they are distribute the books any, but if you find any reference who has done this thing, it will be nice.
Yeah, Prabhuji, no, when they distribute the book in the temple even, there is a category to distribute the book. whom you go into the first book, what will be the, even the packs, when you are packing the books, there is instruction that how you pack the books. First books can be chant and be happy,
Yeah.
and like that is from the, or higher test, this type of books, they instruct us that how should we pack the books, one after which book should come after what. So there's a science behind it. There's a reason why they ask us to pack the books accordingly or distribute the books. If you see is a absolute, like, white body devotee, you approach with this book. If you see that like, very unknown about religion, who doesn't know anything, you just approach them with a higher test or something. Someone is, you can see that someone is interested in like exercise and things. You go to the yoga books and like that. There's a reason behind distribution individual book, Prabhu. Horrible.
Sure. Yes. Yes, we like to know that is who has done, just to know that if, for example, this is guided by the Maharaj or guided by this person, that will be nice. Yeah. Yeah, good.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for kindly sharing. Okay, so any other updates? And also one more request to Ram Lila Prabhuji. Meenakshi Mataji wanted to do preaching session on 3rd of March. It is your date. Would you like to swap with 6th of January? Ram Lila Prabhuji, if it is okay.
Yeah. 6th of January. Yeah, I can do. Not a problem.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, I can do.
Okay, that's all updates from me. If there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Okay, so we shall conclude. Vanchakalpatarubhyasha kripa
Vacha,
sindhubhyo
Vaishnavai Namo Namah.
Jai Sri Prabhu.
Jai,
Jai.
Jai,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
consciousness. Hare Krishna.